Power target trades, power trigger trades.
I got a very powerful and important video regarding how we won large gains in Tesla. However, it was a lot more work than usual and required what I keep talking about, the adaptive thinking, big picture skills, following rules, thinking the big picture. Now I'm going to tell you what happened before we won this particular plan, but this was our 9th plan, okay? And I'm going to explain that a little later in the video, so pay attention to what I'm saying here and do yourself a favor and pay attention to this video very carefully, okay? Because this is a game changer in why people continuously fail at the markets. If you want to succeed, you're going to want to listen to every word that is coming out of my mouth and pay attention with intensity. All right, that being said, on February the 13th, I posted a plan for Tesla here, okay? I said targets for this plan is 900 and higher. We will need to see the action, but this will be another signal that should work better as all the chop is out and it has done something very positive today that could pop into Friday. Okay, so what happened was we were in a previous plan, and I'm going to talk about that later. So here was my answer plan to fix the situation, to put us back into massive gains. Again, without the proper mindset and the continuation of doing what is correct, there would be no chance of success. This required intense focus and intense big picture thinking and adaptive thinking skills. Of course, all one had to do was simply follow my instructions. However, mentally, you had to be mentally prepared to follow them. That being said, so I'm clicking in the chart here. Tesla, if after 11:40 a.m. Tesla can break over 790, I am going to buy the February 21 850 calls, as this will be another signal. Okay, so you can see here that the 850 calls at the time at 11:16 were around $1,200 per option. Okay, these are the 850 calls. Okay, $1,200 per option. On February the 13th, but this is during the market hours, this plan, okay? So, I'm going to close that up now. All right, so here's what I said February 13th. Okay, so what I've decided to do is place a buy stop at 1650 for the February 21 850 calls for Tesla. Right now, we will need Tesla to break over 791 on some power. And what I want to see, this does not mean things will be smooth, but odds are back in our favor. So what I'm explaining to people is, just because we're going to get into this plan. Now, remember the options that I said, they were $1,200. And here, I told people we were properly prepared to get into. Buy stops at 1650. Okay, so basically we were waiting for power. You understand? It's a plan. We have targets. Right? Now, not only do we get into the plan, you have to manage the plan. And boy, did you have to use listen, all the skills and stops I put, and I want to share what was said in the group. There were a lot, and I want to show, this is a powerful video, people. So please, do yourself a favor. Your services for success, study, and then study the following information after this video as well. Okay, so here it is, February 3rd. Tesla triggered my stops at 1650. So it is confirmed, those buy stops, requiring Tesla to break over 793. So we paid about 1650 at 793. Okay, I am still holding the so I had the February 900 calls. Those were a complete loss, and I'm going to explain that. But it won't matter, not when you follow my rules, okay? Because I was right the big picture, but with weekly options, and there was a little extra chop, that was my answer to use the 850 February 21 calls. That being said, this is a powerful video. So Tesla options back to the confirmation trick. So they fluctuated, by the way. So they were easy to get into. And by the way, okay, so let me go on here. Right now, Tesla options are at 615. Tesla building well. Now, by the way, this plan actually made money about an hour later. Tesla showing power. Options hit 28 from my 1650 entry already. But guess what? I was looking for the 33 targets, right? So I did not we did not take profits on that day because my intentions was the big picture, okay? Again, this is where I'm telling you, I'm showing key power, why people need leaders like myself, okay? Because without this kind of leadership, okay, we've been catching tons of Tesla wins, but it's knowing what to do and knowing how to handle and manage things and going in for the right reasons and the right timings. With Tesla, there was no easier way than what I was doing. I knew that you needed to battle this out correctly, and we did so massively. Anyways, right here it says Tesla options are at 21.30, but they hit, and we could have got, and they hit as high as 16 in 16 minutes. Tesla once over 820, 860 next. We were waiting for that, right? Okay. So Tesla, we hit 100% gains on our calls at 3,300. We were just 5 points away from that, but we didn't get that. Didn't happen that day. Okay. So as you can see, I was telling people, so look to sell 50% of your February 21 850 calls at $3,300. So that was the goal. Okay, my goal was to sell half of the position at $3,300, which is what we did, just not on this day or higher. Okay. Here's some more notes. February 13, Tesla building for that pop to 860 next. They could try today or tomorrow, but one thing is in our favor is to achieve some strong gains again. Once we bust 820, we should fly. Okay, so I'm preparing my groups. Tesla pivots at 780. So here I'm telling the numbers here again, the pivots. 807, 804, 793, 790, 820, because we were holding this, okay? Here's what I say, and I tell this to a lot of people. What I cannot stand is to miss giant gains. This is also a killer to an account. Both mentally and for missing the gains, it is why people fall apart long term. Being in this group, I train you to be a killer. But it does require self-study and a strong discipline and mind of steel. However, with my powerful plans and my leadership, you have a strong edge. However, you still need to listen and study what I'm saying. Okay. People can't. There are people who do very well, and I will show you these people, and then there's people who don't listen, they don't study. So, but if you do, success is something that can be achieved, but it does take that work and discipline. All right. So this was a gift sent by Carlos for some other things. We're talking about other gifts, right? You can see here $612. Okay, so Tesla. So I'm preparing my group. Tesla's able to. So I prepare my group with a lot of information. Okay, give me a second here, people. All right, so on February the 14th, Tesla, they are playing their games, but as long as we stay about 792 to 790, we're going to see 816 higher very soon. And we have not touched 792. So the stuff was going against us, but you see, I have our stops in place. I'm telling people, we've got to hold. Listen. And we have not touched 792 at all. The lowest they hit was 793.50 with a quick 10-point bounce, okay? So anyways, I prepared the group. So here's February the 14th for Tesla. It did start in pre-market hitting a high of 814.40, but they have brought it down to 7. So again, we suffered on February 14th. Apple throwing out a lot of signals on our options, went up 80% So I'm telling people with that we need to take over it. So again, I'm managing this, okay, in the group. Okay, Tesla, well, they bounced it hard at 790 back to 804 as I write this. Another positive side, strong. Okay, here, Tesla pre-market action has been insane, crazy. So, because this is happening before the pre-market, I'm making these announcements here. All right, so Tesla, a great open right at 788. They popped it back to 809 quickly. Options higher than my confirmation point. Wow. So You were able to buy them at 12. Let's say you weren't in them, but they popped, or 14, but they popped to 20. But guess what? They did fluctuate a lot more, okay? This was work, people, but we held these, okay? We held them. So here's what I said. For Tesla, until they break this out, I suggest you put a stop at 11 on our calls. If that holds, we should fly. So I'm making the adjustments. I want to show you what I said here. Tesla looking good. We just need that strong break of 820, and today this could fly to see 900. Tesla, they building this very well for a good pop. The patterns are in. We just need to wait for that 820 break. Again, I'm preparing my group. I'm explaining the facts as we're holding this. So with Tesla today, support is 784 on the low. Telling Mike, adjusting the stops, 11. I want to show you what we put in. Tesla, they are doing a screw job on the options. Stock is up. Options are going lower, so we need to need a stop of 10. So we just at a stop of 10. So understand, we entered at 1650. Our stops are at 10 here. This is what we had to do if we wanted to catch these gains. Okay? This is where the mindset and adjustment and rules is coming from, because that's what I had to do. Okay? This is what people lack in skills. Okay? You want to catch the gold? Well, you got to learn how to do this stuff. But I'm doing that for the people. But if you're not following my instructions, right, you ain't going to catch the gold. So you can see what I'm not going to say some of the things. So they were really playing with the options on February the 14th. Oh man, was I upset. But we held and followed the rules, because that's what I'm all about. Tesla looking good, very close to a breakout. So Tesla, believe me, people, on February 14th, okay, this is showing the stop out of Apple. Man, was this hard. Look at, I even moved the stops to 8. Okay. Right now, our options at 960. Tesla did not break my 8 stop. So based on that, I'm seeing where support really is in this case, and that this stock can pop 100 points with ease. This is why I have them at 6. I even moved them to 6. 1650 had required 6 for this. Okay. Now, as Tesla is at 801 and the options are at 940, they never went to that 6. They never went to. But the point was, I was more concerned of missing the move than being stopped out for the wrong reasons. And it required these adjustments. There was no other way, because the stock was acting properly. Okay, so I'm making the necessary adjustments. This is what's needed to succeed. I'm showing why we do so well. You've got to know how to manage the plans, make the plans, have targets. It's a lot of skill involved into making money the way I do. We kill it for a reason, though. So here it is. Nice pop, 806. So the options started going up that day. But loss is a part of this, no matter what. This is what I preach all the time. But the key is not to miss the big gains. That is what kills people the most. Not the losses. My way, long term, you will win. So I'm again preaching and explaining the truth, really. So again, Tesla popped. So we were okay. February 13th, Tesla, they just bounced to 7.8. We were still struggling with this, Aries. Still the stops hold. Here's February the 15th. All right, so the market, we must have had, 1 second here. So on February the 15th, we had to hold those Tesla calls, and they were at a loss. They were at a loss. Okay, give me a second here. So on February the 14th, we were holding those options at a loss, but it helped. But let me show you what happened, because we did the right things. Again, skill wins, fear does not. I preach this all the time. Let me show you now. So we're going to go, we had the weekend and everything. In February the 8th, our Tesla is breaking out to 830 people. February 18th, Tesla 833. Anyways, people, we broke over 820. So 860 to 900 is on our way. Perhaps better. We will see and adjust. Okay, this is the, of course, we had to hold to the 19th. We're going to get to the 19th part. We're going to be talking about the 18th here, okay? Tesla at 846 at pre-market right now. Now our options, okay, weren't really that high at this point in time, okay? We were up, but not like, you know, no big deal, okay? So we are not up a lot on Tesla. However, we are set up to catch the gains with power on our February 21 850 calls. To make the big money, we need 880 to 900. But we have our stops at 16 and look to sell. By the way, let's see how this worked out. So if Tesla can break 860, which we didn't today, we did that on the 19th, okay? Okay, so with Tesla, our support starts at 825. Okay, so what happened was this. Tesla hit, we had sold Tesla at 100, our first ones, I'm going to show you this. Tesla, our February 21 850 calls just hit over 100% gains. Now, going to take 50% off for profits and hold runners. This is what I do. So, for example, I had 6 options for this Tesla. Okay, so what I do, if you have 6 or 2, whatever you have, okay, if you have 2 or 6 or 10, what we did is you sell half, which is 50%. So for 50%, for me in my case, was 6. I peeled off 3. So I sold 3 of my options for $3,400. So it was a range of 34 to 33 because that's as high as it went that day, those options. At that point in time, okay? Then we held our runners with stops. And I'm going to show you this whole thing here. Now with Tesla, as soon as we break over, so we started with 20 stops, okay? So for our Tesla runners of February 21 850 calls, I put stops at 20 for now. This should be enough again. The goal is to catch 900, that 900 pop. If we can, I want to sell our options at 60 or higher if possible. Okay, that was the goal. I'm going to show you where I did sell it today. Okay, it's amazing what I said, what happened. But anyways, Tesla building people. Okay, what else here? People, here's the facts. For Tesla support is 835 to 830. Right now we are at 851. We need 8. So I'm telling you what we need to do. We killed it in AMD as well, people. For Tesla, I suggest 18. So we move the stops to 18. So imagine now, Tesla hit 34. Our runners, I'm moving them to 18. I'm going to show you why we did what we did, right? So imagine we made $3,300 to $3,400 per option for 50%, right? But now, temporarily, we have lost those gains. Not when you're thinking big picture, not when you're having discipline and skill, not when you understand real direction. This is what a lot of people lack and what I give into my group. All right now. So based on the charts of support, we moved to 17. I made my thing to 17 here. So we had moved the calls to about 15, okay? And I said, Tesla, it looks like we are very safe people and on the road to collect those big gains. Keep stops at 15 right now. Tesla is at 845.85 and the February 21 850 calls are at 22. So as the calls were at 22, I kept the stops at 15. Again, what did I say in this thing? I want to catch the big gains more than worrying about taking losses. Again, it's about making money with skill for the right reasons, okay? This is what a lot of people lack, this discipline, okay, and mindset. Okay, now. So Tesla, so basically we held these, okay? You know, this was a lot of, I put a lot of focus in this Tesla, okay? A lot. Once we break 860, okay. So here it is, 211. I kept putting the stops. I said this, Tesla new support update, 2:11 p.m. At 2:11 p.m., Tesla was at 844, 839. Oh no, new support. As Tesla is at 848.50 and our options are at 22.30. We still require our stops to be at 15. Now at least for our February 21 850 calls. If we want to sell them at 70 or higher each for the gold and skill. So basically I'm preparing people. Listen, we've got to do what it takes for the gold, for the success. All right then. And I kept making these updates. 250, 240. Strong focus. Strong focus. You understand? You see it right here. Press pause and read what I'm saying here, people. Press pause. Look at this. 3:08 p.m. Now our stops were at 17. Okay? But the options were at 27. I wanted to catch the gains no matter what. Okay? And we did. And then, of course, after hours, we got the answer and Tesla took off. We held these right. So here it is. Tomorrow, people, I hope they pop it to 900. Basically, guess what they did February the 19th? They popped it to 920. Listen to what I wrote February 3, people. Tomorrow, people, I hope they pop it to 900 right away. Tesla can do stuff like that now. Right now, Tesla is at 859, and our options look to close near 2810 in strong gains. Let me show you that close, and then we're gonna go look. We're gonna look at what happened February. Give me 1 second here, people. All right, people. So right now I'm in the charts, February 19th. I want to show you the closing price though of the 850 calls. So you can see here the February 21 850 calls closed at 70.62. Okay. Let's talk about February 18, and I'm going to come back to these charts. Give me 1 second here, people. Okay, people, I have a snapshot here. You can see where the circle says. That shows you the February 18 close for Tesla. Now, Tesla that day on February the 18th closed at $858 per share, okay? Now, you can see the 850 calls, they closed practically around $2,800, okay? Right over here. See where the arrows are? Look at the arrows because you don't see my cursor. And you'll see 27.97, okay? So, that day we had sold 50% at 33. Now, believe me, you'd wish we didn't. I wish I never sold anything, but we do this. We always take 100%. We always sell 50% at 100% gains and then hold runners for the large gains. Okay, so now we're going to go into February the 19th, okay? That didn't last very long. I'm going to go to February 19th right now. Give me a second here. All right, you see 23 hours because this was after hours, right? So already Tesla was moving and we were in this. Power took a trade. I was in glory here. Tomorrow we are going to open up. We opened way upper. Tesla hit 888 after hours. Okay, now give me a second here. So again, 11 hours because this is pre-market. Okay. Today is February the 19th. What you're seeing here, you're seeing 11 hours because I'm making this move, this video about 2 hours after the market close, right? So people, Tesla up huge at 9:30. Power took a trade. Okay. People, I have checked. If Tesla opens at 9:30, so our options, these options did hit about 90. Basically, 90 means, or 80 means $8,000 per option. Okay. So what I paid for $1,650, well, each option turned to $8,000. Okay. You know, basically about 400% gains here. Or, sorry, 300% gains. Large 300% gains. So it was swinging, but we're swinging between 835 and 812, but we opened way above 900, okay? We were going to try to get that. So this is what happened. So for Tesla, now this is all pre-market I'm talking. So for Tesla, you can play stops at 55. So we started with stops at 55, okay, for the start. Options for Tesla are 76 right now. For Tesla, you can play stops for the February 21 850 calls at 60, as Tesla is at 918, and the options are at 74. Then I moved into 65. Got stopped out at 62 because what happened was I said to move it to 63 and move very quickly as I did this. I got stopped out at 62. So on my remaining calls, now some people may have held this, and I told people to hold this. I says, I think as long as Tesla stays above 900, it's okay, people, to hold. And of course, if you did, so this was based on my rules and everything, with a stop out. 70 to 80 was achievable, but I achieved 6200 per option. However, these options went a lot higher. As you can see where they closed up a lot higher than where I stopped out. What this shows is I was massively correct, big picture. I want to show you some gifts, people, that people sent. So this first gift here is a young man, Michael. Guy's only 21 years old. Joined my group about a month and a half ago. Let's read this. Wow, Sandra, ever since I joined, I have never doubted you. This goes to prove that all you have to do is follow the rules and listen to the big picture leader. I went from trading like a fool and making tiny wins and losses to trading like a king and making major gains. I couldn't do this without you. You are the best. Thank you, Michael. Again, sent me $764. Okay. Here's Daniel. Daniel, Sandro, thanks for letting me in the group and kicking me in the ass when I wasn't keeping up. I understand the need to keep on top of everything and study and do the homework to succeed. I was a clown before, but I'm shedding my dumb trading and learning from a true market guru. Happy to send this gift as you are helping people to succeed and learn. Keep it up. $700. The skills I possess give incredible opportunities to those serious for success. Power to the trade. All right now. Here's Ash. Now Ash, she's been a superstar in my group since April of 2019. Send me $1,300 here. Thank you, Sandra, for the amazing Tesla and SQ wins. Applied impact analysis on capital, taking into consideration the combination of plans and possible outcomes. As you say, need to know when to hold it, when to fold it, from the rain into the sun. Thank you for sharing your trading style and knowledge with me. God bless. $1,138. People can send me these gifts because they're making the dollar bills with skills, learning, and growing. Think about it. Study. Study my YouTube channel. Study. Here's Wing, 700. Sandra, please accept this gift for another Tesla winner. You get the picture, people? Press pause. Stefan over here, $605. Press pause. Press pause. Read the message. It's gold. But just giving you some ideas here, okay? This is just some, okay? VJ, very new person. Didn't really catch it. Sent me a gift. I want to talk about this one. But again, a very new member. Press pause. Read it. Just got into my group, though. There's a story with him, but what I'm saying, this guy's maybe in my group only about a week and a half. $318. Ravi, $725. Carlos, $858. Has a different uses a different it uses an account, but the guy names is Carlos. 858. Are you getting the picture, people? Are you getting the picture? But the work and what I'm doing, the people who are smart see it. Take advantage. Send me gifts without fail. But only the smart are able to do this. You gotta study, people. All right, so I'm back here in the charts here. Again, right over here, you can see it's February the 19th. And right over here, this is the close of the option chain. Again, 850 calls. They closed at 770.62, which means $7,000 per option. Of course, we closed this out at 62, being stopped out. Again, for some great gains with skills. It was a lot of work. However, people, there's a big lesson here. The big picture always wins. You have to know how to adapt. If the market was easy, everyone would succeed, but it's not. I have over 28 years experience. My words are gold, so listen to what I'm telling you carefully. All right, people, welcome to Power Trigger Trade. Confirmation is key. Right over here, you'll see a pinned tweet on my Twitter. And that video, it explains how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. Okay. So you click on that, and then go, here's my YouTube channel. Let's go quickly to my YouTube channel. All right, people, welcome to Power Target Trades. As you can see, I do live streams on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Canada. Now, today is Wednesday. I'm not going to be doing the live streams as I made this powerful winning Tesla video. But I usually do these live streams, okay? You should study my created playlist, a wealth of information, or any other videos you can of me. My prior live streams. Listen, people, I'm here to help the people who are serious for success. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, okay? I teach people how to succeed in the markets. However, you've got to put in the study. You have to put in you've got to do what it takes to succeed. And people mentally fail here. No matter even if you have the best like me, guiding you, telling you, giving you the best plans, you still got to take action. You still got to manage your account properly, not overtrade, and so on and so forth. And I do give a lot of great advice to my members, and I do manage and help people with that. But still, many people won't make it because they don't want to follow my advice. The ones that do, as you can see, do very well, send me great gifts. All right, now. At the end of the video, you're going to see my logo over here. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. I look forward to helping you succeed in the long term in the markets. Study my YouTube channel. Become a member inside of Power Group Trades. Don't forget to like the video, study the video, and see my other Tesla winning plans and my other videos. Study, study, study. Success can be yours if you do the study and you do due diligence and you do your thinking. My group is free for those serious for success. People send me gifts because they can, because I help them to succeed where they wouldn't succeed as well as they would on their own with me. See you on the other side.